everyone, welcome to another episode of Would You Rather. I'm Michelle, I'll be your host for today. Today's topic would be, would you rather split or treat on your first date? We have 3 amazing guests with us in the studio today. On my left,
Hi guys, I'm Jonathan.
and on my right,
Hi, I'm Lily.
and last but not least,
Hi, I'm Claudie.
yes. So welcome guys. So before we jump into the topic today, we'll go into the street interview and see what Singaporeans have to say about this.
Hi everyone, welcome to Would You Rather?
I'm Valen.
And I'm Megan.
So today we are at MBS having this street interview.
And we'll be asking people on their first date, would they rather split or would they rather treat? So let's go!
Hi, what's your name?
Mode. And Amy Jade.
Where are you from?
Canada. Montreal, yes. Montreal.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Okay, so today's question would be, on your first date, would you split the bill or would you expect the guy to pay? Maybe you can go first?
Me, it's split the bill.
How
yes,
about you?
me too. Split the bill.
Why do you feel that way?
It's a little bit awkward to just be all paid for by a guy, or it's good to be to have equality.
If a guy pay for the first date, it will be something that a gentleman would do.
Yes, but about money, you can do anything else to be gentleman. It's not obligated. Yes, I feel the same. Like I will feel like I owe the guy something if it doesn't work out. Yes, wouldn't like it.
What do you think? What if it's the meal is quite affordable, let's say McDonald's, so do you still expect, do you want a guy to pay for the entire meal or would you still half it if it's a cheap meal?
Oh, I will let the guy pay.
How about you?
For this, yes. For cheapest, it's okay.
Can I have your name?
Francis.
And you are? Serene. Okay, welcome to our interview.
The question for today is, would you rather split or the man will pay for the first date?
I think first date, just split, go Dutch.
I will normally pay for the first date.
Oh, we have very different opinions. So why do you think you should pay for the entire first date?
I think it's the right thing to do because maybe it's a bit traditionalist, but that's how it works for me in my world.
Then what if the female decides to offer, she keeps pushing to pay the bill as well?
Well, I will then consider her feelings because maybe she wants everything equal.
Mm-hmm.
Then if she really insists, then I'll concede definitely. Yeah.
Even if the entire bill is quite expensive, would you still pay for the entire bill?
Yeah. Obviously, you know where you're going. You definitely will have to budget for it already. Right?
Okay.
So, what if the guy insists that he wants to pay for your bill? What will you do?
If he insists, then I think for round 2 of drinks and I'll be the one paying.
So it's like a 50-50, right?
Kind of, it's yeah.
Thank you so much for the report from our street interviewers. So welcome back everyone. Let's get back to our amazing guests in this studio. So John, Lily and Claudie, what do you guys think about this?
Why don't we just
Yeah.
say it
Okay, so let's
Say
do
it.
it in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, would you rather split or treat on your first date? 3, 2, 1.
Split! What?
Interesting. So
it's typical.
I mean the majority is treat. So maybe Lily, you want to share more about why you think treat is the way to go?
I think the one who's asking out should be the one who's treating. But which is mostly guys, right? Guys ask girls out. So guys should be the ones who's treating.
Okay, but if then in your case, if a girl is asking the guy
Then
out,
the girl will be the one
right?
treating.
So you're more towards who's asking
Yes.
than who's treating.
Yes, fair enough, right? Yeah.
Right. Okay. How about Claudie?
I agree with what Lily has said about how the person who initiates the date has to pay, because I can't possibly ask you out and then expect to be paid for, right? Then I can just ask guys out every day and then have free meals every day. It just doesn't make sense.
Correct.
Yeah.
And also, right, we put our time and effort for makeup and dress up and look pretty
Okay.
to go out with a guy that trying to get to know me. So might as well they should also pay for our effort.
I see. So in your way, you think that as a girl, you did make effort to go out with this person, and the person, should at least kind of treat you
As
for
in
that.
like agree to go out with a
Right.
stranger, and so must treat.
Right. So have you been treated all the time when you go out?
Not all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that why you are more towards the treating?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
So why split?
Alright, my turn. I guess go straight into it. So, I think you have a point. I think whoever initiates a date should definitely treat. But that I think it's a little bit on like, again, we have personal preference, but at the same time, let's put into context of whoever initiates. If let's say it's just friends, it was friends who just initiated a lunch together, would you expect for a treat as well? You wouldn't, right? You would sort of be okay to pay Dutch.
Right, but we are talking about first date, right? So let's keep the context to first date. So would you still consider that you want?
Yeah, for sure. I think the first date, a lot of people tend to put it into the context of how a guy has to put in a lot of effort into showing that he is the initiator.
Right.
Where he needs to show that he is the one that is the caretaker, right? The one that pays, the one that holds the door, the one that
the gentleman.
Yeah, the one that compliments everything. But I think today splitting is not really a bad thing. In fact, splitting, I do see a lot more splitting in the sense that I feel that again, I think it's also context. Context in the sense that where we're going and what we're doing, and also who are these dates? Are they complete strangers, or are they from dating apps, or are they friends for a long time? Because if let's say you're best friends and then you guys decide to go for a date, you guys may already have your own thing going. Personally, I think treat is I would prefer split over treat, because splitting just it seems more like you don't know each other for the first date, so you tend to, you're still on touch basis, you're still touching bases, so splitting would just make it a lot more clean, because you don't even know if
no,
if
actually
the
I
person,
have a story on this.
Right.
So is that actually I have a few guy friends, right? So
Wow,
so a few
box.
no so it's just plain guy friends. So what they are saying is that when they go on online dating or first dates, right? So basically how they would gauge if they want to treat or split is more of if this girl, let's say, if it meets his expectation. Right. So I don't know. I personally felt, when I heard that, I felt it is a little bit it's a bit no, because you are the one that initiated. You should at least have the gesture of but it depends on where he brings the person, right? If it's like a fancy restaurant and so on, then he should definitely treat it. So what do you think about that? Like do you expect all guys to just treat you because he wants to court you, right? So would you expect
Actually, right, I think the one that your guy friends say, I think is kind of true, because if the guy who asks me out never treat me, I would consider as I never meet his standard. So I would rather ghost him. I got this one guy that I went on a date from dating app. He brought me to this crocodile place.
crocodile?
Yeah.
Crocodile.
Yeah, crocodile and turtle soup.
That's creative.
He said like he like those exotic
What
food.
is what? Oh, it's a crocodile meat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was a farm. I thought it was like
crocodile meat and turtle soup.
Okay.
It was kind of good though. It was my first time eating it, and he said like he liked those stuff, so why don't you try it? So I was like, okay, I'm down. And then we went together, and then
How did it
he
went?
asked me to split. I was like,
But no,
Is
wait,
it-
wait. But did he ask you to split beforehand, like bore you order, or after?
I don't ask what. Okay, the
I
thing
think
is,
event
right?
intention is different. No?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Why our way there, right? On our way there, he's like, I'm kind of broke right now. Blah blah blah.
That's
and
honest,
I,
yeah,
I was like, okay. So are you asking me to split? But I never asked. It was like in my mind. And then after we got the bill, it was only $30 plus.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's like, Lily, can you transfer me $15 later? I'm like, oh, okay, okay, sure. Why
Okay,
not,
then
right?
the burning question is, are you still seeing him right now?
No.
So it's a touch and go, right?
But I went on for a second day also. And he still asked me to split.
But why?
McDonald's.
Wow. Okay. You see, that's different. That's different. When
No,
you think-
but what
Yeah.
makes you go for the second date then?
I thought he might change. Or I am always for the
Yeah.
Okay,
You're
other-
hopeless romance.
I'm pretty sure other than than the monetary thing, he did have something that attracted.
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Should I split the D? Or should I spill?
Okay. Okay.
Sure, go for it, girl.
Hey, up to you.
His friend used to ask me out too. Yeah, his friend is from my. Okay, his friend used to ask me out, but I rejected. So his friend probably hate me lah. And then I think he posted me on his close friend story, and then his friend. I'm not sure what happened, but his friend and him talk shit about me after my first date because like he asked me out for second date and I say no, I'm good, and he posted it on his close friends story and he's like, why would a girl reject like that, blah blah blah. And then the guy who used to ask me out reply, and then they talk shit about me lah. And then yeah, that's the reason I ghost him. Or else I will still see him.
So you see him more of a friend than no?
Not even a friend because we met on
I mean,
dating
no, as
app.
in like if he never say things about
I
you.
don't really like his personality too.
Then why would you even bother going out?
She's hopeful. She's hopeful. Optimism. Optimism.
People will change.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, how about you? I mean, let's go back to John. Because
Okay.
actually, I have a question. What do you think about girls, right? I mean, let's say, I know both of you
Oh,
girls
no.
actually would choose being treated. So in this room there's like 3 girls and then 2 of them say that they wish to be treated. But
See,
but,
see?
but as a guy, right,
Okay.
how do you think about girls intentionally going around, feeling that they should be treated?
Right.
Right.
I think again, it's all about intention.
Right.
Right. I think a lot of us. There are people who are looking for things, and there are more people who are just going with the flow, right? So, things like females going into like this is a little straight, but some ladies like to go to the clubs and just to get free drinks.
Yeah, exactly right.
Right. So a lot of times I think it's all about the intent. If you're going for love just for free lunch, then you're in
Of
the wrong
course, of
place.
course.
I think it's nice to be treated once in a while, right?
course.
Obviously, but,
Yeah.
but I think there's too many regulations on focus on the first date because, like Lily said, you go on the second, you go on the third. There's so much more evaluation that can be done, not just the first date. Of
Yeah.
course, first impressions the best,
Yeah, of course.
but yeah.
So just now you mentioned clubbing, right?
Oh no.
Cloudy.
I need to
do you?
say
I know
that-
you go clubbing quite often. So
That there is
do
nothing
you-
wrong
No,
with
there's obviously nothing wrong. But
There's
going clubbing-
nothing, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. There's nothing wrong going clubbing. It's totally fine. It's fun, no?
Yeah,
It's a good time.
there's
It's
nothing
a
wrong
good
going
time.
clubbing, but there's also nothing wrong with girls going clubbing
Oh,
with
leeching?
the intention of getting free drinks.
Oh, you think that's
Guys are willing to
Yes, they are
Right.
there to
Okay.
buy a
Again,
drink.
it's the intent.
They
you
are
know?
there to buy
guys
your
are
drinks.
guys are willing to give the free drinks because they want you for
No,
They
no,
want
but
us-
okay, what
Right,
about
so
okay,
it's a little bit of a two-way
yeah.
thing.
Let's put a question up. So, do you think if you let the guy buy you a drink, then he would expect a favor from you? Like, let's say go on a date or give him your number
Oh, I don't think you owe him anything just because he buys you a drink.
Right, you don't.
Because by buying you a drink, right, he's just trying his luck. Right? Like,
Exactly
he's
right.
testing. Like, you buy the, I don't know, 4D.
Lottery ticket.
Right? It's not like I buy 4D and I expect to win. I definitely will win. And so I can't buy someone a drink and I expect a number and get pissed off if she doesn't give me her number, It just doesn't make
It's
sense.
all about mindset now. We're playing the game of like buying lottery.
Yeah,
And
I
guys,
mean,
the
it's
lottery
a 50-50.
As a guy, I can testify that is most of
Makes
the
sense.
people. Okay, I'm not gonna say I sit here and buy ladies drinks. I don't have that money, but I've seen many people, do a lot of things to try to flaunt themselves. To, like you said, go for the lottery, right? They're over there buying drinks. They're over there showing their car that their parents bought, and all these
Oh,
little
yeah, that's
things.
true. The
They'll
flex.
flaunt their watch. They'll flaunt all that. So they'll show that they can, they can treat you and all that. But truth be told, it's just a show. It's all about it. Yeah.
Oh, and also, right, we don't expect them to treat us like forever. It is the question itself is on the first date.
Yes.
So first impression, yeah. So second date, third date, I don't mind splitting, but yeah, only the first date.
Exactly what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But from my perspective, like I said, there's too much focus on the first date. Because the second and third, I could definitely treat you. Because I don't want to go into it like treating someone that I may not like. You get what I'm trying to say? Like you go into the date, like a guy could expect to treat on the first date. But if that lady is a little bit of a annoyance or not his type, he might end up, hey, could we just split the bill? Because
That's rude.
that is rude. I know, but
Yeah.
guys, you know guys.
Yeah, that's why we expect to get treated too.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
So Lily, just now you mentioned, right, that guy that you went on the first date with did not actually treat you.
Yep.
So what makes you feel like actually you don't mind splitting the bill and going out with him for the second time? Yeah. I mean, what makes you feel that like maybe splitting the bill is fine.
Maybe it is fine, but it is not as good as getting treated. Yeah. I should have just not see him after the first date. It was a red flag. Was it? I don't know.
But how long did you guys know each other for?
Not long. It was from dating app, so
Oh, so it was from a dating app.
yeah.
So, okay.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing to lose in the sense except time, maybe.
Yeah.
But second date, right? Second date, and you stop. At least some people go on for like more than 2 days, and they try to make it work, and it's totally not.
I actually don't want to try.
Okay, how about this? You know how like first dates, right? Guys always bring flowers. Right?
Never.
Oh, that aside.
Wow,
but
what have you been dating?
You are one lucky girl.
No.
Is it normal?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not normal.
I've seen people, okay, like young boys,
Yeah.
going around shopping malls with a bunch of flowers.
Oh my god, I want.
So what do you think, like, the guy having to fork out, about the flowers and also to treat y'all for, like, say, a dinner? So if he came bearing flowers, would it have changed your mind of, okay, maybe I will offer to split the bill?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about Claudie?
I think plus 10 points.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
splitting the bill is okay if he bring flowers.
Yeah.
If you want.
If he bring flowers, so splitting the bill is okay, like, if he
It
bring...
becomes okay.
If-
It's like I think okay.
Okay, John, do you bring flowers?
Yeah.
Definitely not for the first date.
Oh,
I
for
think
first date.
again it depends. If we were friends for a while and I want to make this a special, I'll bring flowers.
Right. Okay.
But
But first date is the only time that you get to, show the first impression to this girl.
But we are friends, right? If we are friends,
Right.
then
Okay. Not in the context of online dating. Is that's what you mean?
I've not online dated.
Okay,
I really have no
right.
idea, so I don't really experience that. But I think ladies always think of flowers, getting flowers. But I'll be honest, some guys may like flowers too.
Okay. I mean,
I think it's
to
more,
all the girls
it's
there
more
out there.
The thought of it's just a thought of gifts.
That's true. That's true.
This very unconditional, no reason. It doesn't even have to be Valentine's.
Yeah,
Right?
he doesn't.
I'm pretty sure I speak for all you ladies when I say you guys don't want flowers only on Valentine's, right? You guys want like suddenly on like
Yes.
the 16th, the 16th of September out of nowhere, just hey, I got you flowers, like oh, so sweet.
I'll be like, will you marry me?
Oh!
That's quick. Okay,
Nice.
so there's this case study, right, that I recently saw on Mothership. So there's this Singaporean couple. So they went on a first date. I think they met online. So actually they went to this Korean barbecue place, and then they just left with $270 bill unpaid.
Nice.
I mean, we are not lingering on that topic. I mean, I don't know who's right or wrong. Of course, they are like boycotting each other about not paying the bill, right? So I'm just trying to say, right? I mean, trying to ask like y'all for your advice. Maybe like let the audiences get some tips also lah from y'all. How do you actually like if you want them to split the bill, or if you want the person to treat, how would you actually say it?
I won't say it like
Right.
I don't.
You okay? Let me give you an example. So some of the guys, right? They would say, let's say something like, "Oh, sure, let's go to this place. First round is on me." So it gives them a little bit of like, oh, so meaning second round is on her or on like that girl, and the girl will actually think, okay, second round is on me then. Yeah, right. So is there some other?
It's like almost like a cue. Then
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
heads up.
Yeah, so do you guys have any other examples or ways that you think a guy may be able to show you their sincerity but also to split the bill maybe? No. Flowers.
Just flowers.
Free flower will split the bill.
Kali, do you have anything to share?
Okay, I think the reason why the guy should pay on the first date is to sort of like show his sincerity, right? That he's willing to part with his money and his time to like, so it shows that he's a giver, right? And to, when it's like, it's the chasing process where he has to, like provide, but I think the question is like, I think on the first date, the girl might start to take it for granted, right? Yeah, if you pay for the first date, and then how are you going to, like, and then what if like the second and third she just never offers? Sounds like me, but
Okay, let's put it this way. How would
I'm
you
a red
expect
flag.
him to tell you then? Like, what if he really cannot? He's really broke and he cannot afford you anymore.
Because you're very expensive.
Yeah, you're very.
no, for like every date.
For the rest of your day.
Oh, I don't think any girl is that shameless to.
Oh right.
You just never met
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Should he just be honest with you if you were really like broke and could not afford it? Like if he would just be honest with you, would you have think that it's okay?
And we just stop going out. We can chill. I mean, no lah. Like I don't mind paying for 1 or 2 dates when he's broke, as in like, but not like forever lor. I cannot pay for every date.
No lah, as in splitting the bill, not asking you to pay for him.
Splitting is fine.
Oh, splitting is fine. I'm asking you to pay for a bit is a
I
different
cannot
level.
take care of him for forever.
Of course. Yeah. So John, any
tips? Okay, so
Any
how
tips, yeah?
I would have done it. How I usually do it. I wouldn't mind paying. Like I usually don't talk about the bill until like, and I'll just say, I'll get it this time.
Okay.
But if it keeps going, I'll just ask straight up, like, hey, do you mind splitting it this time, or do you mind getting the bill this time? There's no shame in that. I mean, both of us should be conscious of what is going on.
I like what you said about I'll get it this time because you have to add the this time.
Yeah.
Yes, because
If not,
and it also like sets the expectations for her, so she's like mentally prepared to
yeah.
pay in the
Actually, I
future.
think it's smart if
Same,
guys.
same thing like first
Yeah,
round
just
tournament.
like what you
Same
said.
thing like that.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's a smart thing to do also. So it makes the relationship or the conversation or that date actually more dynamic, whereas there is a second round. Right,
I mean, yeah.
You gotta think.
So the key phrases for guys, you have to remember.
to be-
I'll
Yeah,
get
we're
it
teaching
this
you now.
Even I said that this time.
Okay, I'll get it this time, or what do you say?
This round's
First
on me.
round's on me.
First round's on me.
This
yeah.
round's on me. Yes, okay, remember.
Take that note, guys. Take that note. First round's on me.
But I don't know. I think it's more of a relationship that you just need to build around. It's a communicated thing. You need to stop guessing. I realize a lot of people like to guess. They like to like, oh, is he paying? Or am I paying? It's like, honestly,
straight to it.
yeah. If you're out for a date, you gotta be prepared for anything. If not, why are you even out for it, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
If you're really that broke,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you're really that broke, then why are
Just
you
don't
on
go.
a date?
Yeah.
Because if you're on a date and you expect the guy to be like, oh, you're broke, it's like, you know, it's like same thing with ladies. I'm sure if you see a guy that's broke, you'll be like, oh, red flag.
Not like that.
No, that's that's shallow.
Red flag, no.
But I
Not really
personally,
red flag.
I think what they meant is that they prefer to be treated, of course,
Yeah.
but they don't expect them to be treated to somewhere very fancy. Like even if it's
Not
like
McDonald's.
McDonald's fine, but
The guy even split the bill on McDonald's, bro. I am crying.
Shame.
I mean McDonald's, then maybe he just get you a nuggets lah. Like don't get the set, you know, just
Hey, I'm
get like
splurging. Here's a McFlurry. Hey, I added a patty for you.
But I'd definitely rather a cheaper meal, but he pays, than like a super luxurious meal, but have to split. Yeah, because it's just.
Correct me if I'm
the
wrong,
thought.
but I think ladies just like to see effort.
Yes.
They would rather see like a thoughtful gift than an expensive gift.
Yes. I think similarly, men also don't want the girl to expect. I mean, I think most men, from what I've heard, they are okay with paying for the girl, but they don't like it when the girl expects, or like, you know, you can kind of feel it, right? If she expects that you pay. I mean,
it doesn't feel good lah.
and all the more you wouldn't want to pay if you know she's expecting it. Yeah, so I think it's that air of like entitledness that that may turn them off. Yes.
So right, there's someone from our studio said that her mom said like a guy should always treat the girl, because if he doesn't treat you, he's treating some other girls.
Might as well. Might as well. Okay, so with all this discussion going around, like, could you guys conclude? You know, we will go a round table. Could you guys conclude? What do you think? And what's the takeaway for this?
I guess
episode?
I'm going first.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's when girls talk about like getting treated and all that, it's cool. But I think that there's also a lot of things about, you know, how these days there's a lot of gender equality. I think there's a very big difference between equality and privilege, and sometimes a lot of females tend to see it more of a privilege. They're trying to look for privilege more than anything, but they call it equality because they want to be treated, they want this and that, but they don't want to take on the hardships of, you know, they don't want to be the caretaker, they don't want to be the one holding the door for a guy. So at the same time, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. So
it's a controversy.
yeah.
as
So
well,
I think at the end of the day, it's something that both parties have to work together on.
Of course.
And I think as we've talked about it, it seems very subjective. Like it's a case by case thing. It depends on the person. It depends on the situation. And I think it depends. It's still
Actually, right, I hold door for a guy though. I don't mind. I always hold door for a guy.
That's
Just
good.
saying, just
That's
saying.
good. That's good.
Okay.
So that's why you deserve a treat, right? Once you hold the door, it's like,
Yes,
hey, my $15, yo.
I hold the door
This
for you.
door
You
is
treat me. You pay
this
me.
door is, you know, $20. Yes. Restart.
What do you
so
what do you think?
still getting treated.
You still prefer?
Yep.
Okay.
Fair enough.
But okay, the thing is, 60% getting treated,
Right.
40% paying.
Wow, we're going to
I mean,
percentages now.
splitting, yeah.
We're going to percentages now.
You're more,
For the
more
first
willing.
date,
You're more
yeah.
willing for
A
the
little bit more willing to split.
That's great. Cloudy?
Good convincing.
Hey.
Oh
no.
You still want to get treated?
It's like I'm
It's
sticking to
totally
it.
fine, right? It's totally fine getting. I mean, if you prefer getting treated.
I am still on team treat. Yes.
Go get it.
I know there are a lot of girls who like equality, and they want to prove that they are capable as well. But on the other hand, I like men with the provider mindset.
Money.
No, not money. Okay, yes, money.
Yes, money. I just like men with money.
I mean that's just your type. It's your type preference. I think it's your type
Yeah,
preference.
correct. You just want to be pampered, and there's nothing wrong with it, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean it's.
Okay, what to say?
Yeah.
No judgment.
I think we are kind of clear with our opinions. So I think it all. I mean, whether it's split or treat, I think it's more of like be it girls or guys, right? We all kind of like want to be treated right in a way. So I think even though a lot of times we might say, oh, we want independence or we want equality, like why should one treat the other or not, right? I think at the end of the day, everyone just also want to be kind of courted and romance once in a while. Yeah. So I think we can wrap this up for this episode. And thank you guys for being with me today. And we also would like to thank you our sponsor today, which is Ding and Nicole, for giving us really pretty makeups. Even John get a makeover. Yeah, hair makeover. You look great. So thank you to our sponsor and giving us this venue to shoot at. It's a really beautiful space. To the next episode of
Would you rather?
Bye.